that was German thrash legends Destruction with the title track of their soon-to-be-released album, Born to Perish. Talking of Destruction, we have the one and only vocalist bass player on the line from Germany.
Hi, Schmier.
Welcome to Raining Metal. For the two people that haven't heard of Destruction before, could you give us a brief history of the band?
I mean, basically, we've been one of the first thrash metal bands in the world, and maybe one of the very first ones from Europe, before most of the bands. We started in 1983, releasing our first demo tape, and it was before thrash metal was born, basically. The word thrash metal came out like in the middle of 80s, and we've been there all those years when everything started. And yeah, we're still there playing thrash metal, ruthless, brutal thrash metal, German style, and we still enjoy it. And even if when they've seen now since 35 or 36 years, I think we still sound brutal and fresh, and that's something we try to keep up even if the band gets older.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. What keeps you motivated? Like, what keeps your fire burning for so long?
I mean, the love for music is, of course, one thing, and thrash metal is not just a music style; it's a way of life also. And I'm doing it for so long; it's the essence of life. It's motivating, and also for our music. We've always been like a pissed off band writing about reality, and reality nowadays is also still crazy. There's a lot of lyrical content we can use for the songs and stuff. So. We're still a pissed off bunch of teenagers in their 50s.
Yeah, and it's. I've been listening to you guys probably from 87, and I still enjoy your new stuff, your old stuff, and I will continue to enjoy it.
Thank you very much for supporting us, man. It's a pleasure. We never thought our career would go that far, because thrash metal was never something that was commercially super successful, except a few bands maybe. But it's crazy that the thrash scene survived all of those years, and actually it grew and it established over those last 20 years at least.
Yeah, that's like most of the thrash bands from the 80s are still going strong now, which is a good thing.
Yeah, actually most of the thrash bands from the 80s that are still around are doing amazing albums. That's something that is crazy to see, that the old are still delivering the goods, so that's great.
Yeah, it is. Your new CD, Born to Perish, will be released in Australia on the 9th of August. I've actually had a listen to it last night, and it's awesome. Could you please tell us a bit about the writing and recording process?
Yeah, I mean, we have a little difference this time because we are having a second guitar player now. We've been thinking about a second guitar for a while. And now on this record, we finally did it. Damir, the new guy, is a good friend of ours, amazing player. And he adds a little bit extra to the band. He's a fantastic shredder. And he's bringing a little bit of the extra leads and the extra shredding aspects on the album. I think this time we just try to write a straightforward album that is brutal in your face and still has a lot of finesse, a lot of little details on the guitars, and a lot of crazy riffs, and of course really brutal drumming. So I think the new team found its way. We found a good way to work together, and you can hear this on the album. It's kind of a really refreshment for the band, and I think this album sounds really like a new push for us.
Yeah, as I said, I heard the album last night. It's a shame I couldn't actually keep the copy. I've got to wait till the release date. But yeah, I don't think Destruction fans will be disappointed with this album.
No, we had some good reactions so far. I mean, the first song was released as a digital single and a video. The next one will come out next week. Actually, Betrayal will be the main video, the official video clip, and the second single. So people will have some bits and pieces before the album comes out now. But I think it's a really strong one this time, and I'm very proud. Also, the new lineup has had a lot of good reactions so far, because we've been a three-piece for more than a decade now, and people really like that, and I liked it too, but a second guitar just adds a little extra.
Yeah, I was lucky enough. Your band was actually on my bucket list to see live, because I've got a list of bands I've never seen live before, and I was fortunate enough to see you guys last year in Sydney. and the gig was just insane. And it was also good to see Randy Black on the drums.
Oh yeah, that's Randy's of course a nice extra. We've been friends for many years, and 11 years ago when we were looking for a drummer last time, he was still playing with Primal Fear, and I talked to him at that time, and I didn't want to bring him out of another band into Destruction, and so it didn't work then. But now that our drummer has left the band because of family reasons, Randy was free and he could join the band, and of course he's a fantastic drummer. I mean, I don't know anybody that plays such solid double bass drum as him, and he's a very tasty player, very technical, but also not playing too much, and he's very groovy. Also, for thrash metal, you need a drummer who can do this thrash metal swinging, you know, and he has that swing when he plays thrash metal. So, perfect guy for us, and the drummer is always the backbone of a thrash band, you know. So he's a very important piece.
Yeah, I've been a fan of Randy's for a while, ever since he's back in the old Annihilator days.
Oh yeah, I mean, Mr. Waters, we have to thank Mr. Waters for training him that well, you know, because Randy told us how many hours in the rehearsal room him and Jeff were, you know, to get his guitar and the bass drums tight, you know. He's been working really hard in their young years, and it pays off, of course. And Randy is also, he's not the youngest drummer anymore, but he's still the fucking animal. You know, it's amazing.
Yeah, it is. You're about to go out on a small tour. Where would you be playing?
We're going to start this tour now, first part in Europe. We're going to do a tour with Overkill and Flotsam, and then we're going to do some more festivals, and then we're going to do a headlining tour in Europe. In the beginning of next year. We're going to come to Asia also, and when we come to Asia, hopefully there's a possibility of coming back to Australia also.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. When are you coming back to Australia?
Yeah, I mean, last time we were last year, but that was like after a 7 years break or 8-year break, I think. So we really try to come back with this album, because now that we have a 4-piece to offer, you know, the band sounds even tighter and more brutal. So hopefully with this new album we can come back to Australia. It was a blast last year. Australia is always special for us to play, and we hopefully can make it back when we come to Asia early in 2020.
Oh, that'd be excellent. I was telling my friends today about this interview, and they said, you've got to ask that question. And I said, I'll ask that question.
I mean, I know the Australian fans were kind of sad for a while, because we tried hard to come over, but for a while it was really difficult, and we were very happy that we could have come over last year, and the shows were great, and we saw a lot of happy fans, and we love the country and the people. You know, Australia is a very special country. It you know, has a special flair, and it's so far away also, you know, so it was only our 3rd time we played in Australia, but every time it was special. So we really want to make it back with a new album, because I think the new album has a lot of great songs, and we want to play, of course, some of those amazing new tracks for the Australian fans as well.
Yeah, it'd be awesome, because we've got Metal Church coming here at the end of next month. That's another band on my bucket list. They're finally coming here for the first time.
Oh yeah, and they have their old singer back, Mick Howe. So that's actually a fantastic band. Also, a band I grew up with, because their first album, Metal Church, was one of the first American like power metal albums back in the day.
Yeah, it's like you guys, Metal Church, Venom, Motorhead, and all that. That's what I grew up with.
It's all good stuff.
You can't beat it. You just can't beat it.
It's the beginning of something special. That's how it was.
All right, I got one more question. It's not a musical question, but it'd be interesting to ask, actually. If you weren't a musician, what would you be?
Oh my God, maybe dead.
Dead?
I think music is something important in life. You know, it carried me all the years on a positive wave. It gives me a lot of positive energy, and you know, I grew up in a family of bakers. You know, so my parents had a cafe and a bakery. I educated all that stuff. I made the education as a baker and as a pastry chef and stuff, but music came in very early, so I don't think I would be happy doing a normal job. You know, I've been a musician for too long, so it's difficult to say what I would do. I like to cook actually. Maybe I would be a chef,
Oh, okay.
but being in the kitchen all your life gives you a heart attack. So it's maybe not the healthiest job.
If I had a choice between a bakery or touring the world for 30, 40, 50 years, I know what I'd choose anyway.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people like to save life. A lot of people like to have build their own house, build their own business, and have the security of this. But I love the fact that I can travel the world. I love the independence you have when you're a musician. I love the different culture and different countries you can see.
Mm.
It's a big plus of being a musician. I always say a musician, you might never be rich, but you be rich in those experiences you have, when you travel and meeting all those people in those different cultures. So
Yeah,
I really enjoy this, and I hope we can do this as long as possible. And
yeah, that'd be good, because people have the misunderstanding that they think that if you're not making any money in a band, why be in the band? But as you said, it's the lifestyle, the culture, and it's nothing to do with the money at all.
No. I mean, I'm very happy that we can survive being musicians. We have enough money to live. We have a good life, and but we will never be like rich and own big cars and big houses and shit. But I don't need that. I don't need this kind of human richness, this kind of capitalistic happiness. I'm happy when I can travel. I'm happy when I can play, and that pays a lot more than capitalistic stuff, and money.
We're going to finish up
with my favourite track
called Mad Butcher. I'd like to thank you very much for your
Okay, thank you
time.
very much for the support, and hopefully see you all in Australia next year.
Don't forget, Born to Perish is out through Nuclear Blast Records on the 9th of August. You can pre-order now from their website or any good music shop. It is a great album. As I said, I listened to it last night. It's a fantastic album. I can't wait to get my hands on a copy. And again, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, and check out the new video coming out next week on the 19th of July.
Okay, we will. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.